Happy Tuesday, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. It's Talk It Out Tuesday. Can you believe it? It's Talk It Out Tuesday. What's going on, you guys? I am your girl, Coach TaShon, your marriage communication coach, here to give you practical tools and steps to bridging the communication gap in your marriage's 7 years plus. The TLC way. The TLC way. If you've been following me, you know that everything is TLC. We on the TLC tip, the TLC vibes, right? So it is Tuesday. Listen, yesterday was Marriage Mondays, and I have it back to back like that so that you all sometimes you start your week off and then by the next day you probably forgot or whatnot. But listen, you got a double dose of TLC. All right. So get your notes because Talk It Out Tuesdays really is just that hybrid moment, like quick kind of reiterating, what we talked about on the on Monday, Marriage Monday, and so forth. And again, it's still, I'm still accepting questions. If you have questions about your marriage, about relationships, you can still slide into my DMs and ask me the questions, right? This is your moment where you get to ask me the questions. Okay. So don't forget to subscribe to the email list at iamtrinettelcollier.com. Subscribe to YouTube. All things Trinette. I am Trinette L. Collier. Okay. So welcome to the TLC community. It is Talk It Out Tuesday with your girl, Coach TaShon. All right. So listen. Yesterday we were talking about, and I got my notes. Y'all know I got my notes. They're right here. See, yesterday we talked about vision and vibes, reflecting on our January wins and lessons. And so, again, I want you to take notes, grab your pad, your pencil, whatever, your marker, whatever you plan on um, writing with. And let's get these notes because, again, what do I always tell you? In order for these to work, in order for the steps to work, you have to do the work, meaning you have to practice it every day. Every day. You don't wait till you get mad at your spouse and then you want to pull out what Coach T said, right? I'm gonna see what Coach TaShon would have said. No, because all of these would have been taking place. They already in place. And so the whatever you come up across, already have your action plan, right? Because you've been taking your notes. You've been taking notes. Okay. So this has to be ongoing. It has to be a practice every single day. Even if your spouse is not like, nah, I ain't got time for all of that, you continue to do it and do it with, like, you do it with excellence. That's all I got to say. Like, do it with excellence, without the attitude, without any of that. I guarantee you your spouse is going to notice the change and going to say, okay. Okay, I get it. We not okay, gotcha. We're not gonna do all this arguing and fussing because, again, we are bridging the communication gap in your marriage 7 years plus. You've been together 7 years, and again, even if you have not been together 7 years, I want you to all understand you can still use these steps. Okay, you can still use these steps in bridging the communication gap. So don't let just, oh, I'm not. We haven't been married, but we having some communication challenges in our third year, whatnot. You can still use these steps. Okay. So again, welcome to the TLC community. The first thing, real quick, because Talk It Out Tuesday again is that is not the it's not Marriage Monday. So go ahead and get your notepad. These are gonna go real fast. So what's one thing y'all accomplished together in January? You're going to reflect on that vibe. You're going to reflect on that. And you're going to celebrate the win no matter how small you think it is. If you paid off a bill that you've been wanting to as a couple, celebrate that. And even if you got a debt that you like, oh, we may not have gotten there, but you paid off one, celebrate that. Okay. That's something that y'all communicated with, right? That was a vision that you probably made back in 23, 24, 22, even in 2020. You did it and you did it together. So you celebrate that. Or You may have gone on a road trip that you placed on your vision board together, that you were able to do together. Celebrate that. Okay. Anything that you feel like that you have accomplished with your spouse, with each other, celebrate that. Look at the wins that you've made since January 1 to now. And even if your goal was to say, oh, you know what, we're not going to argue this month, we're going to take Coach T's advice from last year. We were following her and we took down the notes. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try some of these. So even if you did that, guess what? And you accomplished one of those communication goals, celebrate that. That is a huge win. That is a huge win, and you're in the right direction. Okay. So that one thing that you did together in January this month, you know, and you're going to reflect on that and you're going to celebrate that win. You're going to celebrate that win. And if some things that you're like, you know what, maybe we could tweak this for next month, then write that as a goal. And you're going to put that for next month's goal, that vision. Okay. You're going to aim to not to communicate peacefully, with kindness, with patience, with love for next month as well on that goal. All right. So that's what we've been talking about for January. Since day one, we've been talking about that, bridging that communication gap. Okay. All right. Number two, you're going to, while setting a clear vision for February, how do you want your relationship to feel in February? Not just goals, but focus on the vibe, the tone that you want to create. Here's the TLC action tip for you. All right, here's the TLC tip. Pick one goal to focus on as a couple. Maybe it's more quality time, less arguing, or just being more patient. And that's what you're going to focus on for next month. So again, this is part of that vision planning. So many times we think vision boards, creating visions, it's about material things, but it's actually, it could be anything. So if you put on there, say, hey, I don't want to argue with my spouse. I want to have a peaceful conversations. I want to, actively listen to my spouse, and I want my spouse to actively listen to me. Write that down. Put that on that vision board. All right. Put that down. That's your vision. You're setting a clear vision. And it does not have to, January is this the last week in January, right? It's okay. Sometimes we get hung up on, oh, it's not the first of the year or the end of the year. It's okay. You create a vision any time of the year. You could create your vision for your marriage any time of the year. So you're going to pick that one goal. Now, if you feel like you could do two goals, do that. But I want you to pick that one goal and you're going to focus on that goal. You're going to write it down. You're going to post it somewhere in your bedroom, a place, your joint office. You're going to place it somewhere where both of you all can look at it and work on it together. So again, pick that one thing that you want to work on together that will bridge that communication gap. Okay. So that's number one. All right. Number two, actions, the TLC action step. You're going to lead with kindness on tough days. We've been talking about the kindness and patience and love. Kindness costs nothing. It costs nothing, but it gives so much. So, how can you respond to your spouse with grace when things get tough? Here's your TLC action tip. Next time, pause. We talked about the pause before you react and ask yourself, will this bring us closer or push us apart? And yes, to some, this may sound so corny, right? You're like, I ain't got time to be asking her if she wanna pause. And then, the wife may be like, man, he ain't gonna do all that. He ain't gonna do that. Let me tell you, you put your own spin on it. You put your own spin on it. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually pause. You're going to think. You're gonna be proactive versus like being reactive. Like your goal is to not argue. You're going to be proactive in all of this, right? You're a unit, you're a team. So the goal is not to be in competition with arguments. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what our plan is for 2025. You're going to pause. Next time you get into a conversation with your boo and it becomes a little heated, elevating, you're going to take a step back. You're going to pause. You're going to think about it. You're going to breathe in, what did we talk about before? Breathing in, breathing out, right? And you're going to ask yourself the question, will my response bring us closer together or push us further apart in our communication? What do I really want? All right. So that's that TLC. And again, this is something that you can do, but again, you have to practice it. You have to practice it. Okay. So again, kindness, kindness, I'm telling you, it costs you nothing to be kind to your partner. And yes, people think, oh, well, we've been married so long, don't mean anything. Because I've known some people who were not kind in their marriage. But it's okay. You can turn that around. Your marriage is not over. What do I say? It's not over. You just need to revise some things, and it's okay. Okay? But kindness, that's what we've been talking about. That kindness is powerful, you guys, in your marriage. Okay? And the last one, again, oh, did I go ahead of my I see I got excited. Oh no, okay. So and again, to close it out here, to put it all together, you're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. So even if this is a replay, I want you to hit replay and I want you to drop that one goal that you have for you and your boo. You ain't tell all your business. You ain't got to tell all the business. But I want to know, what's that one thing, what's that one goal that you want to work on in your relationship for the month of February? Is it patience? Is it kindness? Is it actively listening? Is it pausing? What is it, that one thing that you want to do with your spouse for next month? And you want to really work on it. All right. So I want you to drop it in the chat. You can tag your spouse if you want to and whatnot. And let's talk about this thing. Okay. And then let's keep building that love that appreciates that lasts. And then finally, I want you to make sure that you tell what you appreciate about your spouse. You don't have to put it in the chat, but if you want to, you can. But I want you to look at your spouse tonight, not tomorrow, not in the morning, not today. I want you to look at your spouse and tell them what it is what you appreciate about them. Okay? It's easy peasy. End your day with appreciation and gratitude for your spouse. And again, listen, join me next. This is the last Talk It Out Tuesday for January. So join me next Tuesday. Dang, y'all, February 4th. Oh my goodness. Next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right here. And of course, Marriage Monday, next Monday, February 3rd. And at 6 p.m., as we continue to talk, listen, and connect in our marriages for 2025. And listen, make sure you register for Fireside Chat. Fireside Chat, February 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is free. 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 It's free. It's that small online community. Well, this year. See, this month, we're going to be talking about love on the table. Okay? Love on the table. So that means you get to bring in your snacks, you and your boo, and we're going to share, we're going to talk. And it's private, it's intimacy. It's only limited to like 7 couples, I believe, because that's what I want. I want that intimacy. Go ahead and register. It's free. Only one of you have to register. Both of you don't. Just one, and you'll get your link. All of that. But it's February the 22nd. Okay, the 22nd. So listen, do that, and of course, the Dream Board TLC Dream Board experience is ongoing. Have virtual and in-person options available. So make sure you go into the website, iamtrinettelcollier.com/services. It's right there, smack dab in the middle. You don't even have to scroll all over the place. No excuses. It's right there. Register. Okay. But definitely Fireside Chat. It's fun, you guys. It's fun. We just come together as a community, and just talk about marriage and so forth. Because we got to bring, like I told y'all before, marriage is not dead. It is a beautiful thing. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. But this is not the time for us to fold on each other. This is us. You're a unit. You are a unit. You and your boo. You love each other. Y'all been doing this thing for a while. All right. So make sure you do that. And thank you again so much for following me and engaging and so forth. I really do appreciate you all. Continue to do that. Follow me on all platforms. I am TrinetteLCollier.com. Make sure you hit the YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you stay on the emailing list for next month. Got some exciting things. And let's get this going. All right, let's keep this going. Let's keep our marriages thriving for 2025. Let's bridge that communication gap, and let's stay on the TLC. Y'all, can y'all see that? Y'all see that? Let's stay on the TLC vibe, right? Let's stay on the TLC. Tender love and care. We're gonna do the talk, listen, and connect for 2025. Okay. So until next time, y'all. Next time. Be safe. Be safe. Y'all will see me tomorrow, so probably. Yeah, y'all will see me. Uh-huh. Y'all know I'm be in your face. I told you 2025, y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see Coach T. I'm be in your face because we're gonna do this. Your marriages are not dead. Okay? All right. Peace out, you guys.